So we're on to mobility month number 2. It's December, and that one is front splits. I'm really not looking forward to doing these front split practice. Always really tough, really painful. I've picked 4 different practices. One which I've been doing quite a lot, which is Tom Merrick's front split routine. Again, another sternal movement one. Through that channel, I discovered his yoga teacher, Kathy Madeo, and one of hers. And then Emmett Lewis did a longer deep dive where he went through various focused strength and stretching exercises for front split. So I'm going to do them, hopefully at least once a week for all of them, and see how things go. Same as last month with the pancake, we're going to start here with me on day 1 front splits, and let's see how deep I can get. And actually, I'm really surprised and happy with how much my front split has progressed over the previous year. This is much lower down than I could get at the start, and it's pretty straight, although I need to work obviously to get myself all the way down and as straight as possible. And we'll check in and see how that goes at the end of December. December 14th, so we're nearly halfway through December, halfway through the front splits challenge. This is roughly when I checked in on my pancake progress, because I'd actually achieved pancake halfway through the month. Not got there yet with front splits, but I have been making progress, better progress than I expected. And so I thought I would check in by videoing myself, check that I'm doing it properly, keeping my hips square, and then just seeing if I can continue to progress or if I need to go back a little bit and square up those hips. So to help me assess that, I've got my shortest of short shorts on, and let's see how it goes. December 31st is the end of mobility month number 2, and I'm just about to do my 21st front split routine of the month. So a bit like pancake, I've done about 2 days on, 1 day off on average. How's it been? Well, first things first, I definitely was more worried about front split than pancake, and that was reflected in the fact that when it came to the testing the front split, every time for at least the first couple of weeks I was absolutely dreading it, and I was making some horrendous noises when I finished and had to get myself out of front splits. But that's got a bit better. What's the main thing I've learned? Well, my flexibility was already been okay. I've been working on the front splits very casually for like 8 months to a year, and then with that 1 month of focused pancake work, which did a lot on the hamstrings, I actually had a better front split than expected at the start of this month. And I was wondering where was I going to make the gains to get there. And I think the main thing that I improved on was relaxing. So that was emphasized quite a lot in Kathy Madeo's video. Admittedly, she makes it look so easy, but she does say that you just got to let your body relax. And I found maybe about 3 weeks into the month that I was starting to relax, and with that relaxation I was getting much lower. Now the other thing that happened at the same time was I was doing practicing that week on carpet, and I think that the softer surface underneath, especially my knee of my back leg, whichever knee that was causing a bit, was causing a less pain on the knee, or discomfort, instead of it pushing onto quite a hard surface, and that was letting me relax. So to try and help with this time, what I've done is I've got myself 2 yoga mats out, so hopefully that'll be a little bit softer, and just to help my feet move, if I'm trying to get that last inch, we're going to put a pair of socks on for the front splits test. So let's get number 21 done. It's going to be Tom Merrick's front split routine, and then we're going to test and see if I can get myself into front splits both legs. Or the little thing I should say is I have managed to get my right hamstring down to the ground, of course, already, and I can do that reasonably consistently. I've only got the left hamstring down flat on the ground once or twice. Hip flexor is definitely not perfect in those positions. I'm sure there's a bit of a twist in the hip. But anyway, let's go. Let's see how I've got on in the last month and where I've got to compared to at the start. Right, so struggling to speak and my hamstring is screaming, but my leg's only at 90 degrees, so it shouldn't actually be the limit of my hamstring flexibility. So it is actually relaxation and this hip flexor that's limiting me here, despite the fact that it was the hamstring that was holding me back. I'm just touching. And again. I'm not holding that one any longer. But, done it. Mobility month number 2, front splits achieved. Nowhere near where I'd like to get it to, but that was awesome. Moving on tomorrow to middle splits, and I know I said this about front splits, but last time I did middle splits I was absolutely miles away from it. So I'm not expecting to complete middle splits, and I'm expecting to hate it for the entire month, as opposed to only hating it for half the month with front splits. Okay, awesome. See you next time.